Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to quickly share with you guys a new product that was launched from YSL in the new collection. So these are the new lip and cheek balmy tints. These have not launched in the United States yet. I actually picked these up on the Selfridges website. You guys know that I love a cream liquid blush. So when I saw these pop up on the Selfridges website, I had to grab them. So I picked up two shades. So we have New Flush and New Chills. I paid 23 US for them. So a little bit of information about it. It just says that the Bare Look tint can be applied with your fingers or a brush for targeted care or all over application. This formula is buildable from light to medium coverage. Apply a thin layer for a barely there makeup look or build up for more coverage till you reach the desired result. Add a pop of color with our lip and cheek tint on the lip, and then you can spray the new dewy setting mist throughout the day for a refreshed makeup look. You get quite a bit of product here. They have 0.5 ounces, which is 15 milliliters. I'm also testing out a new foundation and a new concealer, so those reviews will be coming up very soon. But for now, it's all about this new blush tint from YSL. Let's go ahead and jump into the application. I'm gonna apply each one of them on the face and kind of build them up so you guys can kind of see the texture. Then we will get into some swatches, and I will swatch these two shades next to similar shades that I find in my collection. Then I will get into my final thoughts. So I will see you guys then. All right, let's get into the new lip and cheek balmy tints from YSL. And I actually wanted the peach shade, but it wasn't for sale when I bought it. These were the only two shades available. It was weird because it didn't even say it was out of stock. It just didn't give you an option to kind of check the box. I don't know, it didn't make sense, but these are the two shades. This is what they look like. And I have the shade New Chills and New Flush. This is what the tube looks like. It's upside down. This is what the tube looks like. Oh, it's thick. I wasn't expecting it to be. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so the lids are flying everywhere. Having fun already. Move that out of the way because it just keeps sliding all over the place. So this is Chills. And this is Flush. And it's really thick. That's what it looks like blended. They got more pigment than I was expecting them to have. And you can wear them on the lip. Give me some color to the lip. I'm gonna put on Flush on this side. I'm gonna put a little bit here on the back of my hand. I don't know how much to use. I do like that I can control how much comes out of the packaging. So I've got some here, and I'm just gonna kind of spread it around a little bit so that when I'm gonna go in with a brush, I like to apply these kinds of products with a brush. I'm just gonna use my foundation brush. This is the BK Beauty 101, and I'm just gonna dip my brush down into it like this, kind of tapping it, picking it up, and let's apply it here on the face. All right, I'm gonna wipe the brush off. Oh, the concealer I'm wearing is creasing like a mofo. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna do the same thing with the shade, what is this called again? Chills. Got some here on the back of my hand. This feels really quite thick, and it's much thicker than a gloss. It's weird, it's a different texture. I've never seen something like this before. So I'm just gonna apply it here on the face. Yeah, I don't really like that color. For those that like a cool tone blush, you might really like this color. For me, it's a little bit too cool toned. So this color is really cool toned, and it's a lot. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the other one, the red one, which is Flush. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more on this side. These are, oh yeah, okay. All right, let me kind of try to blend these in. These are very different than I was expecting them to be. And I feel like I'm just not getting the right, like I feel like this one went on okay, but this one I'm having a struggle with. Like I can't get it to look right. And I'm gonna maybe just try a different brush. So I'm gonna grab another brush that I like to use to apply this kind of stuff with. So, okay, I'm gonna put on some bronzer, maybe some contour, and kind of like finesse it a little bit, and then we'll see how it looks, because right now it's just not my favorite. So let me see what I can do, and I'll be right back. So I adjusted the camera because I felt like I was like this. So I hope that the camera is a little bit better, but I went ahead and put on some bronzer and some contour. Now I feel like I really can't see the blush. So I'm gonna go now over top of the bronzer and contour just to see how that looks and how that works. I have a little bit of the purple one, which is Chills. I probably need to wipe some of it off though, because I don't want to add like a ton, but I felt like I just kind of lost it a little bit. So I'm kind of adding just a little bit more just to kind of, you know, get the full effect of it. That helped to kind of bring it back to life. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the red one, which is Flush, New Flush, and I'm gonna add a little bit to this side, but I've wiped off the brush. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back and I just kind of threw something on quickly on the eyes, threw some mascara on. And I have a lot to say about these blushes. Now, I am wearing this on the lip, but it's kind of drying my lips out. I don't feel like my lips are hydrated, so I don't know that I love this formula on the lips. I have a lot to say about this new product, so let's go ahead and jump into the swatches, and I'm gonna swatch these two shades next to similar shades that I find in my collection, and then I will get into my final thoughts, so I will see you guys then. Okay, so now that we've made it through the swatches, let me go ahead and get into my final thoughts. So as many of you guys know, I personally love cream blushes, but I'm kind of particular about the formula. This formula is not my favorite. I've only been sitting here at my makeup desk for about 3 or 4 hours, and I feel like I've kind of lost my blush. I feel like my blush is kind of gone. These are really, really, really natural. So I think they're gonna fit a particular need, but I just don't really see it. There's so many great formulas out on the market, and there's so much competition now with cream blushes that I feel like these kind of miss the mark. They're exactly what the description is. They are a balmy tint. So they're definitely a skin tint. So I feel like it's going to fit that particular need for someone that wants to add a tiny bit of flush of color, but without looking like you're wearing blush. Some cream blushes are fantastic and some are not so much. And on a scale from 1 to 5, like 5 being amazing, I would give these like a 1. I'm just not that thrilled with them. I feel like I've kind of lost the flush. Like, I mean, you can see when I went off camera, I had quite of a rosy tint on this side. And then this side was a little bit more cool toned, a little bit of that purple base. And I just don't feel like I have anything left. Like, I feel like I've lost I feel like I've lost my blush. I was kind of surprised by that. And I built it up quite a bit. And when I went off camera, I mean, I had quite a bit on. I applied it the first time, and then I put some contour and bronzer on, came back on camera and applied a second layer just to kind of bring it back to life. So I've applied quite a bit of blush, but I feel like I don't have any blush on. So I don't feel like the longevity is there at all with these. And I just don't, I would pass on these, you guys. For me, I just can't recommend these. They're not really a full blush, right? But they just don't have any longevity, and that's what I was looking for. And I'm just not loving these personally, and these just kind of missed the mark. Now, I will be uploading a full video all about cream blushes. I'm just about done with that video, so I'm going to go through all of the cream blush formulas that I have and some of my absolute favorites and why they're my favorites. Here's the thing. These are very natural. So if you're looking for something super, super natural, you might really like these, but there's so many really natural cream blushes out on the market that I feel like you're going to get better longevity with that natural blush than you will these. These I just feel like faded too quickly, and I'm just not loving the fact that they just didn't last very long. So those are my final thoughts. Sound off down below. Have any of you guys picked these up from Selfridges website? If you have, share with us in the comment section down below your experience. I'm just so curious to hear, am I the only one that's not very impressed with these? And if you do like these, share with us in the comment section. I always feel like it's really important for the audience and those in the comment section to hear all different points of views. So if your opinion differs from mine, definitely share that, because this adds another layer to a review to help someone in the audience to decide if it's something that they want to pick up. So sound off down below. Let us know your thoughts. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.